Hi, everybody. Welcome to WCA Extra. It's our live desk streaming show. It's 9:25 now.
Yep.
Peter, we're coming off the heels of a pretty warm weekend,
yes.
and
Yeah.
as much as that is to great for people to get outside,
Yep.
it also brings with it a lot of concerns about flooding.
Yeah.
If you watched our morning show this morning, firsthand that's pretty much all we had today.
Yeah,
So,
we were definitely talking about a little bit of flooding out there this morning. The good news is we avoided anything too major. Road closures in a few isolated spots across the area, but that was really the bulk of what we saw here this morning. And the good news is we are actually starting to see rivers actively falling or cresting right now as we speak.
And with that in mind, I want you to just press play for me
Yeah.
right there. And this is the Missisquoi.
Yep, the Missisquoi
in
River.
North Troy.
Yep.
This is what Sophia had from earlier this morning. This River Road.
Yeah.
You can see a lot of that floodwater has gone up there.
Yeah, this was one of the rivers that we were keeping a closer eye on this morning. This one kind of crept up pretty quickly into minor flood stage. At one point, we were even forecasting for it to get into moderate flood stage. The good news is that forecast has been adjusted downward.
Okay.
It does now look like the Missisquoi River as well, starting to actively recede as we speak. And they want to actually show you the river situations across the area right now. So here is a look at some of those area rivers that we continue to keep an eye on. You can see the Missisquoi at the top of that list right now in minor flood stage, but again, as I said, actively falling as we speak. We'll show you the hydrograph for the Missisquoi River there. Crested in minor flood stage, but starting to fall and diminish right now. And then we'll continue to see that trend across much of the area rivers. The Walloomsic River near North Bennington also start cresting and falling, or going to start to fall here over the next hour or so. The East Branch of the Ausable River at Ausable Forks now looks like it is beginning to fall. It was in minor flood stage. The Otter Creek at Center Rutland still kind of actively rising, could crest here in minor flood stages we head towards later this afternoon. A new one that we just got an alert for was the Winooski River at Essex Junction. That right now rising into action stage, could potentially crest here in minor flood stage as we head towards later this morning and into the afternoon hours. But for the most part, most of the rivers across the area have either crested, actively crested, or are starting to fall across much of the area. Rain showers that we saw here last evening, last night, those are beginning to wrap up. Still hanging on to a few lighter rain showers, but notice a few snow showers out to the west by Saranac Lake, the Adirondacks. Starting to see a few snow showers out there. We're getting progressively cooler out there, so what does that mean? Any leftover moisture here that we see through the afternoon and evening hours could potentially transition over to a few snow showers here through the second half of the day today. We're left quieter into the night tonight. We get into your day tomorrow. We get to see the sunshine once again here for your day on Tuesday. In terms of additional rainfall, again, the bulk of the rainfall now over and done with. Maybe some places, especially across far southern Vermont, could potentially pick up an additional 1/4 of an inch, but otherwise now most of us are done with the rain, so that's going to also help with the flooding situation. In terms of snowfall, very little to no snowfall whatsoever here through the day today. A trace here for some places. Maybe as you start to creep into the higher elevations, they could potentially pull out maybe an inch or two, but again, snowfall looking very minor and little to no snow accumulation whatsoever here as we head through the day today. Temperatures out there, notice 35 for Saranac Lake, 34 Messina, kind of foreshadowing where we all go here as we head through the rest of the day today. We all basically started off in the 40s and 50s, and we head towards later today. Most of us ending up back into the 30s come this evening. Most of us pretty close to that freezing mark, and that's where we'll spend the night tonight. Into your day tomorrow, we get a bit more sunshine going, temperatures climbing back into the 40s. Wednesday and Thursday, warmer once again, temperatures back into the 60s. What I will say, though, once we're getting warmer, the good news is we're not going to have to keep an eye on that flooding potential too much anymore, just because we're losing so much snowpack, or we've lost so much snowpack here over the last several days. Now look at that 7-day forecast. Just one more look at the river levels again. For the most part, most of the rivers have now started to crest or recede. still do have that flood watch up across much of the area, that running until 8 o'clock this evening. Now look at that 7-day forecast again. Any leftover moisture changing over to a little bit of snow shower activity today. We'll continue to keep an eye on those area rivers, but again, those area rivers now cresting or starting to recede here in most locations. Get some sunshine for Tuesday and Wednesday. There is the chance of a few rain showers here as we usher in spring, the first day of spring on Thursday, but could possibly transition over to some snow showers Thursday night and into the day Friday, potentially featuring a little bit of minor accumulation. Look quieter as well as just a touch cooler here as we head into the upcoming weekend. Temperatures in the 40s.
Yeah, Peter, I feel like it's first day of spring and then going almost right back to the grips of winter.
For a brief time frame there. Yeah, a little bit of
Yeah.
snow there that Thursday night and the Friday time frame. But I will say, temperatures for this time of year should be pretty close to that 40-degree mark in the Burlington area. Notice that we're basically consistently above that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, again, the only day of that being
Friday. Yeah.
So,
I mean, today we're going to end up cooler here as we head towards later today, but we definitely started off pretty mild. I mean, walking out the door this morning for both of us, we were talking 40s and 50s out there. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, a good update as far as from this morning goes, certainly some welcome news is some of the rivers are receding.
Again, the bulk of the rivers have either crested or are cresting right now or starting to fall, so it does look like, knock on wood, the worst of that flooding situation that we had been talking about now behind us, and it really didn't prove to be all that bad. Again, we do still have some road closures out there. Be sure to heed any of those posted signs. Don't want to drive around a road closure sign. Again, you don't always know how deep that water could potentially be. So, again, keep an eye on those road closures here for the rest of the day today, but not looking too bad otherwise.
Yeah, and of course, ourselves and our weather team will be on top of this as it kind of continues to develop the rest of the day.
Yep.
Yeah, Peter, thank you, and thank you guys for watching WCAX Extra. Of course, you can see Peter and I just a couple hours in the noon.
Yep.
All of our evening shows tonight and all of our content on WCAX.com.
Yep.
Until then, have a good one, and happy St. Patrick's Day,
Yes.
by the way. I almost forgot.
Yep.
I think I'm going to change. I'm going to change ties at noon. I'll go green at noon.
Got a green one?
So, hopefully somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, take care. Until then.